that now there are riots, and that's because he's a scum rat. He's a scum rat. He's a scum rat.
Let's just get scum rat.
A scum rat.
I'm not sure if we do he's a scum rat. I'm not sure who he's referring to, but scum rat.
Scum rat
is versatile.
Hopefully, when Canadians wise up, as they are rapidly, next October, because he'll last that long, because Jagmeet Singh, who's like the world's worst political weasel.
Weasel?
And that's a hard contest to win.
Cum rat. Oh my God. Shared brain cell moment.
Mama Luigi!
Cum rag, also possible. Let me see just cum rat.
Scum rat. Scum rat.
I feel like it's not clear enough as a cum.
Scum rat.
But that is funny.
Is propping him up because he's a coward. He's a corrupt, posturing, narcissistic, power mad.
I like that. I like the H sound. I don't know why. I have no idea what that's meant to convey.
Posturing. I said that already. But he does posture a lot, so it's okay to say it twice.
I saw some of his clips on Marx, but I actually do not know his thing. Like, what is he mostly known for? He's mostly known for being a transphobe. He opposed Bill C-16 in Canada, which was going to, like, it was like discrimination for trans people laws. And now he's like a Daily Wire goon, you know? He just shills for any right-wing talking point, and especially big oil.
He's got all of Trudeau's faults and none of his virtues. And given that Trudeau is like 80...
He used to be a professor, but he's now disgraced, and he's getting his, what do you call it, license taken away for being a psychologist.
Fault and 15% virtue, if that, then Justin saying is...
But he's probably most known for saying breast, 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 penis, penis, cum, cum, cum. I'm gay.
Is quite the catastrophic monster. To think of him as a leader of the working class is something so preposterous that it could only occur in today's political
Is he a commentator,
situation.
businessman,
Anyways,
politician?
Pierre Poilievre,
commentator.
One
Yeah, he used to be a professor. Now he's a commentator, and he just interviews people on his podcast.
Canada with a spine like Danielle Smith, who's giving Trudeau hell, and justly so. Pierre Poilievre.
You thought C-16 made some pretty good music? Yeah, it's weird that Jordan Peterson was so against the Minecraft composer.
His conservatives are going to demolish
psychologist. Yeah, he was.
They might not even exist as a political party.
He's
They're
a
right
disgrace
now. In third
now.
place after the NDP.
Are they really?
Yeah, and they could fall fourth. With any luck,
did you just say Justin Singh? I'm not sure if I know who that is.
No liberals
Stop
left.
being alive. Stop
and
today.
I hope that I've had something to do with that because they richly deserve it. They richly deserve it. I mean, Guilbeault, who Trudeau's Minister of Energy, he's basically declared...
What's his name?
Guilbeault, who Trudeau's Minister of Energy, he's basically declared war on
Guilbeault.
North America with stable energy forever. Stable, clean, dictator-free...
Dick. There's a dick. I don't know why it's so quiet. What happened? Did I accidentally turn it down? That happens sometimes. You just saw his argument on Marxism. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He does not have very good takes on Marxism, considering he's never actually read him.
Guilbeault announced 3 weeks ago that he was a socialist. It's like, I don't know if you noticed, Steve, baby. I don't know if you noticed, Steve, baby.
I don't even know. What do you do with Steve, baby?
Steve, baby.
Steve, baby. I mean, there is a cut in the middle. Yeah, we could just separate these.
Steve.
I don't know why Steve is getting me.
Baby.
We'll use baby somewhere as a stinger, you know? I'm gonna kill myself, baby. But if we can find like a clever use for Steve, baby, I'd prefer that.
Party in Canada, it was called the NDP.
Oh my God, we could cut to Family Feud, Sane Row. Like we just extend the Steve.
Steve, baby.
I love Steve, baby. Maybe he says it's time for Steve, baby. And then we cut to Family Feud. It's time for
us. Time for.
Yeah, I think this one.
Time for us.
Time for Steve, baby.
Time for Steve, baby.
It doesn't have the energy that I want it to.
Time for Steve, baby.
If there's another way to set up that line, like it's time for... God, I wish there was another way to say that.
We have a socialist party in Canada. It was called the NDP.
Like, let's go to Steve.
The Liberal Party were classic liberals. The socialists were to go in the NDP, but the bloody progressives don't care about that. They lie about everything all the time. And if they have to infiltrate Canada's centrist party and turn it radically left, so radically left that the NDP actually have...
Yeah, you should read some more Marx. Marx is amazing. I mean, the Communist Manifesto is a pretty short read. I think it sums up his thoughts pretty well.
Do even exist.
I've never read Das Kapital.
They don't give a damn. And then you have the specter of...
No reason to exist?
No reason to even exist. They don't give a damn. And then you have the specter of sing.
There's a DP from NDP. Good one.
NDP.
DP.
NDP.
That could go with he's having an orgy with cops.
NDP. 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 NDP.
Yeah, that's the best DP. But it's also a good P. If we end up needing that.
The Liberal Party were classic liberals. The socialists were to go in the NDP, but the bloody progressives...
We could make the N sound like and, so it's like and DP, like he's listing sexual acts, like I'm into blank, 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 and DP.
They lie about everything all the time. And if they have to infiltrate Canada's centrist party and turn it...
They don't give a damn might be good for the suicide bit. That's actually a good idea. Like, nobody gives a shit about me. I'm going to do it. We got to get back to, like, our tried and true suicide bits, you know? Although some people don't like them. I haven't watched that many reactions to my content because I find it cripplingly, like, embarrassing. But, yeah, they don't give a damn.
They don't give a damn.
The one person that I did watch reacting to my content was this woman who every single time there was a suicide bit, she just shut her mouth.
9/11 was a
and
national
she just
tragedy.
Didn't say anything. Didn't laugh or anything. And I was like, oh, God, I need to tone it down.
The specter of sing, cozy.
A Family Feud prompt where he has to lift it. Okay, so maybe he's playing Family Feud. And he's like, I'm going to say this, Steve.
Constantly supporting them, even though he publicly proclaimed that he wouldn't, or that he'd stopped. Only
I think he said I'm uncomfortable with that earlier on.
To guarantee his pension, which
like
is exactly what's happening. So, yeah, he's despicable.
Despicable me.
And seriously, despicable. And I can say that now without having to be afraid of being reported to the Canadian College of Psychologists by a dozen people compared to the 30,000 complaints they got about their treatment of me, all of which they're supposed to investigate, and none of which I imagine they did. So perhaps I'm free to say that now, given that it's true, like all the other things I said that I was complained about.
Suicide jokes aren't for everybody. Yeah, basically. I just think, like, if you've struggled with, like, suicide in the past, you know, it could be kind of a turnoff.
This is why I'm glad you're now living in Scottsdale.
For Despicable Me?
Not in Toronto.
Hey, well, it's no wonder. Do you know that Canadians are now poorer per capita with regard...
We can't be doing a Despicable... That's crucially a Penis Prager lore thing.
Than people who live in Mississippi. Canada is poorer. The richest province in Canada is poorer than the poorest state in the United States.
Yeah, there you go, Josh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, too, where it's like suicide's affected me, too, but, like...
And that's all happened since...
You know, it's Jordan Peterson, you know?
Trudeau, all of it. Canada was basically at parity a decade ago. And the Americans are basically 40% ahead. You know, and you can see why, because what happens is that as soon as you're successful anywhere in the world, if you have any sense, you move to the United States. Because
life is rough. Life is tough. Penis Prager has had enough.
Everything is
There's gold there? What did I miss?
way easier here. And you don't get hassled as much.
I couldn't believe how much easier it was here when I moved. Everything.
Good one, Powers.
It's buying things is way easier. Like you can instantly
40% ahead.
get anything, which is amazing. You know, it's
The rest of them, and the rest of them is his body.
that's maybe over the over the top,
But
Top?
over the top,
So are you a top?
top.
Upward inflection, question asking. Does he say
give a
bottom?
damn.
Top,
And we got to extend this. I kind of cut it off.
They don't give a damn.
top,
Let's see bottom.
Bottom up from the facts. And that they're
Bottom up, bottom up.
bottomless.
Bottomless?
Bottomless.
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 I like bottomless a lot.
Bottomless.
Yeah, so I was driving around bottomless and I got pulled over by a cop. He DP'd me, etc. We're making some good headway in this. We're 15 minutes in.
But
But
it
it's
is over
very
the top.
it is over the top, but it's very
It
convenient.
was
Like,
even easy to get a driver's license.
Poor in Canada a
I
lot.
know,
That's
getting a
possible,
driver's
yeah.
license is easy. Like everything's easy. The amount of red tape in Canada.
Everything's
compared to
easy.
here, it's insane. You can't do anything.
Bottomless rat hole.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, and the Americans are going to be working real hard at getting rid of some extra red tape. So, and they'll
Yeah.
probably manage it.
That
So,
would be great. Well, we
Yeah, America's so cool.
might as well cover. Oh, before we cover
We might as well cut.
yeah,
college, congratulations on hitting #1 on the New York Times bestseller.
yes.
Oh, and he's bottomless as in he doesn't have a sexual partner, emo loser. Good one.
Thank you very much to the New York Times for posting my book as #1 on your list. I'm sure you were absolutely thrilled to announce the fact that a
I'm absolutely thrilled to announce
book that I wrote that concentrates on
that I'm gay, folks.
what is the
It was
Advice and-
self-improvement and miscellaneous, I believe.
Yeah, advice, self-improvement,
Yeah.
miscellaneous,
Lady,
something like
that's
that.
his daughter,
Is it
Michaela.
a self-improvement book? Well, sure, why not?
Everything you do kind of circles.
I'm easy. Oh, like as in sexually easy. That's also good.
Everything's easy. The easy.
Dad, you're so fucking easy. You can't just have sex with every cop that pulls you over.
Might as well cover. Oh, before we cover
Yeah.
college, congratulations on hitting #1 on the New York Times bestselling
Yes, and thank
list.
you very
Recent
much
Trash
to the New
Future
York Times
episode.
for
Man, I gotta listen to more Trash Future.
posting my book as #1 on your list.
I wonder why she put him #1 on her list.
Advice, self-improvement,
Yeah.
miscellaneous, something like that. And
Jordan Peterson Comes Out.
Okay,
Good video
cracker.
title. Isn't that the first one that I did?
is it a self?
No, it was Jordan Peterson Makes Sense. I don't think I've done Jordan Peterson Comes Out.
Well, sure, why not?
Everything
Talking about a book could go in 1985. Posting my book. A book that I wrote. Yeah.
Is it a self-improvement book? Well, sure, why not?
everything you
1984
do
is a self-improvement book.
kind of circles around that.
Yeah, well, I
right?
am a psychologist, and so far,
You were.
a clinical psychologist, and I try to make everything I do have its practical applications. And so this book is a We Who Wrestle with God is what it's called.
Sound bites are like 20 seconds late. I gotta like refresh the blurb or
I guess
something.
it's sitting right there.
Just perfectly angled.
It's perfectly angled. There we go. We see the world through
Probably
a
make
story.
an Orwell. You're right.
And the modern insistence is that that's a fragmented and meaningless story. That's what makes you a nihilist, or that,
Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right about that one.
well, sure, why not?
Yeah. Are you a top? Sure, why not?
everything you do kind of
Everything you do
everything you do
Land.
kind
is kind of stupid?
Kind of circles around that.
Yeah, well, I
right?
am a psychologist, and so far, a clinical psychologist.
It does have Jordan Peterson with the big "I'm gay" behind him. Yeah, that's classic.
Or it's a story of power, which is what the postmodernist radicals push, and the Marxists, and the tyrants. And none of that's true.
None of that's true.
The nihilistic story, the hedonistic story, the story of power, they're all self-devouring. They can't sustain themselves across time socially, and they lead to misery psychologically. And
I'm in the business of misery.
biblical insistence is that people live in relationship to the divine, and I believe that that's true or not, because you don't have to, but it's true that you can and should.
Correct him and say was a psychologist.
Or else, that's also true. And it's paired
Wow,
with
you
the
are
insistence
parsing every
that the
single
true
word.
and proper story
I'm
of
not sure if that's supposed to be ironic,
your
but
relationship with the divine is one of voluntary sacrifice. And that's true. It's true.
To me,
What I tried to
Marxism
do in
is-
the book,
Marxism is theft test user. What are you doing here? What's your dealio? Bleeding lamb noise. That'd be a good sound effect, actually, a bleeding lamb. All right. There you go.
or I think what I did in the book.
Sorry, Marxism is theft. You're out of here. Pretty bad bait, to be honest.
Because it was more than try.
Get him out of here. Don't give him his jacket.
I made sure that all of the explanations I offered for the biblical stories were scientifically valid.
I wasn't going to say anything, TBH. I noticed he was saying weird shit for a while now. I didn't notice him at all, them at all.
And so that's fun. That was an interesting challenge to manage both of those. And
Until that most recent
I
message.
think we're at a point where that can be done. And I also think we're at a point where we can understand.
It's weird. We haven't had that many weirdos in the chat. I think we've had 2 total.
What the biblical stories mean in the kind of detail that makes them conceptually coherent, even self-evident, and very, very applicable to
Better luck next time, nerd. Yeah.
your life, the way you direct your attention, the way you treat yourself, the way you treat others. I learned a lot writing this book. There's a couple of things that went along with it. I did a seminar on Exodus with the Daily Wire, which was the most popular offering the Daily Wire's ever produced, except for Matt Walsh's movies, and so that was a complete shock to everyone, although to give the Daily Wire credit where it's
It's also difficult to be so trolly in this chat, I feel like, because we're just going to assume you're joking,
They were fully on board with that endeavor, and they even funded it when it doubled in length.
Yeah, dude, Marxism is so bad, guys.
And I learned a lot from the stellar people
Mean
that
to
were
mean.
on
When it doubled in length.
that. When it doubled in length. When it doubled in length. Length.
I like his delivery of this.
When it doubled in length.
My penis truly did double in length from my meat diet. Eating meat gave me a bigger penis and made me more sexually attractive.
And so that's really fun. I have another book planned in this series. Which
Exactly,
will deal with
Esther
the story of
Jane.
Job
Yeah,
and
everyone's
the
just-
Passion of Christ, and it's already
Everyone's just trying to get their riffs in, They don't have time for some political
the New Testament.
weirdo.
Unbelievably interesting work.
Debate
And I
proing
think-
in a YouTube poop
well,
stream.
we'll
That's what I'm
see.
talking about.
The public reviews are already in. Once you get about 150 reviews on Amazon, the rating stays.
It's now a whole 2 inches. Good one, Lazy Crypt. That's a really good follow-up, actually. That's funny. Does he ever say inch? Well, he's Canadian. Would he say inches? Centimeter. Meter. Wow. No lengths. Okay.
for us because these once great, and so good for them. And I learned a lot from the stellar people that were on. But people are responding to the book the same way they responded to 12 Rules. That it.
Did he really
interested
write a book talking
conceptually,
about the Book of
philosophically,
Job?
because it
I
explains
guess so.
things, but
His most recent one that I
they're
haven't read
also
yet.
able to apply what I've written.
I don't really
to
think you need
their
to
own
read
lives.
it.
And
It's from what it sounds like. It's just literally schizophrenic ramblings.
that's a great hooray.
Hooray!
when it doubled in length. Hooray! Every single day is sunny. Is going to be the sacrificial lamb. There was
I'm
a
going
cop
back
behind
through.
me. Son of a bitch had got shot, which is not good, which was also weird. I'm going to hang myself. It's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to record it. Put me in a cell. Annoying and comical. Woke, DEI, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, hint, hint, scum rat. Steve, baby, DP.
Top.
They don't give a damn.
Top.
Bottomless. Sure.
Why did I get top twice? Hold on.
Damn.
Top.
Bottomless. Sure. Why?
Everything you do.
When it doubled in length. Hooray.
You had somebody compliment your dick at the urinals of a bar last night, not in a gay way. That is so fucking funny. That is so funny, Joe. That is like...
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled about it, and I'm very happy with the success of the book. And as I said, it's greatly comical that it hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list.
Oh, yeah.
That is such a type of
I
guy.
think that's
To
ridiculous.
like look at your dick, but not in a sexual way.
Extremely. It's just about as funny as having Jay Bhattacharya run the National Health Service.
Nice.
Or Elon Musk cleaning up the American
Doubled in length and then the nudge nudge so that we don't even have to sentence mix.
governments.
Okay.
Like, what the hell? Everything is turned into everything is turned into a right-wing comedy.
I know.
You know?
Right-wing comedy. Like, everything's just Mr. Burcham nowadays, guys. Have you noticed that?
To a right-wing comedy. Right-wing comedy.
Right-wing comedy is so good.
I know.
You know? What
It's
the hell?
really satisfying.
Genuine nice cock moment. That is crazy.
It's so satisfying. Oh my gosh. You did Sermon on the Mount?
I like the oh my gosh.
It's so satisfying. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's good after he says something ridiculous.
You did Sermon on the Mount for Peterson Academy too.
Yeah, well, that's the
Can't
other.
forget
that's-
about that.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing, another sequence of very unlikely events. When did we launch?
August. We
August.
launched in August. We kind of launched in July, and then there was a pre-enrollment.
Right-wing comedy is getting better and it's making the left nervous.
Right.
Late August.
So we
That's a good one to do like a play on. Like something is happening and it's making the left nervous.
launched Peterson Academy, and its goal was to bring the highest possible quality education. The
Right-wing
kind of
commie.
education that was reserved only
Hold on a sec.
Oh my god.
right-wing comedy.
Right here?
Oh my.
Right-wing comedy
Oh my god.
That actually sounds really convincing. I like that.
for Ivy League elites to everyone for the lowest possible cost. And we did that. I tell you,
that.
when
Oh man, those Ivy Leagues sure do have some great classes.
I looked at the previews, the trailers, there's a lot of trailers at Peterson Academy, so you can go look at them there if you're interested.
Apparently they use AI in the fucking lectures, like AI generated graphics and stuff.
What did Michael Mellis say about his trailer?
So I don't imagine that it's
he
very
said it made
good.
him cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I felt this now. That for me, like I cry at the drop of a hat, so it's not as big a deal. But Mellis is an ornery bastard, so to bring him to tears is really something. He did a course for us on.
Ornery.
Mellis is an ornery bastard, so to bring him to tears is really something. He did a course for us on the Soviet Union and totalitarianism, and
Damn, he's circling around saying something funny. Bang up.
you guys did a bang up job of producing it. The images are great. Every course has its own style sheet. The trailers are exciting the way a good movie trailer is exciting. The courses look spectacular. The professors are excellent.
A lot of trailers at the trailer park.
The social media platform has really taken off. So why don't you talk a little bit about your experiences with that?
Oh, well, it's a super positive place to be, which is fun. Like you go on X, and I mean, I love what Elon's done with X. But it's very political, which is fine. We needed to push
Still
back.
a rat hole of vipers. A rat hole of vipers.
Okay, my trunk is full of vipers.
Hooray!
Where's the trunk? Come on, take me to it. Silly thing.
Hint, hint, scum rat. Possible way. My trunk is full of
vipers and also another rat hole. I know.
My trunk is full of vipers.
Should I just get that wholesale, Josh? You know, I love what Elon's doing with X.
What does that mean?
That's probably good.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't think rats and vipers would be good hanging out together. No, I think that they wouldn't get along. But if there was enough rats, they could take on the vipers. Okay, where the hell...
Time for us, because vipers, rat hole.
Rat hole. What is this like rat hole imagery?
Vipers.
Oh yeah, and
What is a rat hole? What does that mean?
then there's some dark areas on.
Like a I saw an actual mouse hole the other day, like a cartoon mouse hole. It was like there's a little hole in the wall, and then a fucking mouse like baby mouse like came out of it and started scurrying around and then went back in the hole. And I was like, I didn't think those existed. I thought that was but I assume that's what he means by rat hole. Tiersing Tech, wow, 9 months. Holy shit. Jungle.
I'm Penis Prick.
Thank you so much.
Wow, did I just like recently?
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that
He means
mean?
a rat's
What does that mean?
butthole.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does
I don't
that
know
mean?
what that area is. But they like the people at the platform are mostly talking about philosophical ideas.
Rat hole, I think, means to sneak something into your butt.
Self.
You know, I'm just gonna Google rat hole and see what come. The Chicago rat hole, dude. This is Juniper. This is Juniper. Remember this, guys? There was the rat hole. Yeah, people would like gather around this thing and like pose with it in Chicago. So that's the first thing that comes up. Should I block up a rat hole? What does rat hole mean in slang? What should I put in a rat hole? Steel wool. How deep does a rat hole go? How many rats live in one hole? 8 rats. I love this. I love this feature on Google where if you just keep clicking these, it keeps on coming up with, can rats chew through concrete? Yes. What material do rats hate? Ammonia. What scares rats the most? Jordan Peterson, I'm guessing. What does salt do to rats? They eat it, apparently. Does Vaseline deter rats? Yes. What about Vicks Vapor Rub? Yes. You could just keep going like that for hours and just it comes up with dumber and dumber shit.
Improvement, talking about how watching the courses is applicable in their lives and how it's changing, like how they get raises or what they're doing in relationships. And it's just, and it's interesting. It's a little.
We're becoming rat pilled. We're being inundated with AI generated Google rat facts.
It's I've never seen a social media platform where people are boosting each other up like they are on Peterson Academy. It's weird. It's great.
Yeah, well, what
but
we
it's
had
weird.
hoped was that we'd establish a culture of communication on the social media side, because we want to have.
Peterson Academy has a social media platform? Because if it does, I want to be on it. And I want to be posting my videos.
A social life for the university, and we're going to do, or for the academy.
That's the actual rat hole. Oh, V. Swain, good
We're
one.
going to do a lot more on the social life side.
Yeah.
And
It's an informational
we wanted to ensure that there was high-level
software
civilized
update
discourse that characterized the social media platform, which has many of the same features as the standard, common social media systems that everyone is familiar with. Now, how many people did we kick off?
Peterson's Academy for Gifted
4?
Rats.
We kicked off
Radicalization.
4,
Out
yeah.
of 38,000.
7,000, something like that, yeah.
We have 38,000 students, so thank you very much to everyone who's participating. We're thrilled about that. And
Yeah. Seriously, thank you.
And you've sketched out a great books curriculum with a more heavy science emphasis for the next for 4 years, right? And we have courses coming out now planned until July, and
we're gonna go from 3 courses a month, which was a lot because they're 8-hour courses each, to 4 courses a month in January.
Yeah, and lots of people.
Wow, this is so fucking interesting, dude.
They are the best professors from the best universities, from the remnants of the best universities, let's put it that way. And I really mean that. I mean that specifically. We've had professors who are working for us inquire about whether there's any possibility of them working full-time for us, because these once great universities are going to shed their great professors because they treat them abysmally, and they're nasty administrators.
Nasty.
Get him out of here. Don't give him his
jacket. I like that one.
Administratively overrun DEI hellholes, and we're going to fix that, and we have.
How many people did we suck off? 37,000.
Yeah. The price has been.
This seems like a pretty good source. I mean, we've got a lot of good shit. We just don't have a whole lot of solid bits.
Very well received. We argued about price back and forth a lot, and we tried to make it as low as possible without.
We want to grow. Let's see if we can build something. Let's honestly just go back through and see if we can build something.
I'm going to record it. Put me in a cell. Annoying and comical and ridiculous and dangerous and surprising. Woke, DEI infested rat hole. I loved it in every possible way. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, hint, hint, scum rat. Steve, baby, DP.
Top.
They don't give a damn. Bottomless. Sure, why not?
Everything you do.
When it doubled in length. Hooray! Right-wing comedy.
Oh my gosh.
My trunk is full of vipers. Rat hole of nasty.
My trunk is full of junk. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Is one that's popping out to me. We would have to build a junk out of the trunk. The rat holes are a pretty strong theme. You're right. We just got to figure out what he means by that.
Every single day is sunny. It's going to be the sacrifice.
We discussed all the different possibilities, like a rat's butthole. Could be hole that a rat goes into.
Sacrificial lamb. There was a cop behind me. Son of a bitch had got shot, which is not good, which was also weird. I'm going to hang myself. It's your fault. I'm going to record it. Put me in a cell. Annoying.
Yeah, okay. This is what I do off stream a lot, is I'll just sit here watching it over and over again until the idea comes to me. But I don't think we have time for that.
The other day, because we've added 19 people, and that's in development and production, customer service, all
my trunk is full of cock.
Different areas. 19 people since August.
Yeah.
Full of cum, actually, would be funnier to me.
The courses. So what courses have I got on Peterson Academy? The course on Nietzsche.
Nietzsche's out.
First half of Beyond Good and Order, so I still have to do the second half. What else is
Beyond
out?
Good and...
Beyond Good and Evil. Sorry.
Jordan said ACAB?
Beyond Good and Evil.
That's good.
Beyond and order always go together. So yeah, okay. So
you have Sermon on the Mount. You have
He said ACAB? Where did he say ACAB?
Personality course that looks amazing that's coming out in December.
Yeah.
And then we have Piaget that you filmed.
Right.
You filmed a Maps of Meaning course. We have a bunch that you've already filmed.
Yeah.
How to organize your life. Those are already filmed.
Yeah.
So those are going to be coming out next year. The personality one looks great.
Yeah. Yeah. The trailer for that should be done relatively soon, eh?
Yeah. I mean, it's out. It'll be out right away.
Did you guys have to record this conversation? For real? Whose benefit is this?
Well,
and
James Orr is the
there's
archetypal professor.
I know.
Right? He's got the perfect English accent, British accent, and yeah.
He does. People
calling the
love
cop a
that.
sob.
So he has ancient philosophy.
Okay, that's where the ACAB's coming from.
That's his recent course. Can I remember what the other course is? Oh, Plato.
Yep.
So it's funny. People really like those courses. And then if people ask, hey, I just joined the platform, what courses should I watch? Usually people have completely different answers, which is nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so that's a good sign.
We don't
just cut all the yas together from her. That'd be funny.
Yep.
So
mostly from him, actually.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. They're talking about editing?
Done editing and everything, but I haven't watched them all the way through. But the math courses look really good.
Who's buying this shit? No, I know. And then not only who's buying this shit, who is watching them talk about an ad for the thing that you're going to buy? You know what I mean? Like, what is this?
It's like an intro to trigonometry, algebra.
Those are some real college courses right there.
There's one other one, but we're going to cover
Play-Doh.
all those.
Yeah, we've got
really
that
fun.
one before.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah, and we're working hard on the accreditation side.
Nobody really watches this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like the people who watch it are like listening to it like a podcast while they work their desk job. At least that's what I think.
It's necessary, and it's desirable, and I believe we'll crack that problem in the next relatively short while. We've got good leads, and even if that doesn't work out because the accreditation agencies are stuck, in 20 years ago,
doesn't that fucking
are also ideologically corrupt in the same way that the university institutions are.
Do an ad for Tall Bart merch that's longer than the YouTube poop itself. That'd be great. That'd be really funny. I release a video and I'm just hey guys, so we're going to be doing some merch. We've got some great t-shirts out. The t-shirts are made of cotton and polyester. And it's great. They got the ratio down on the polyester, like just right, where they're very comfortable, shockingly, shirts.
Mama Luigi!
And the graphics on them are amazing. We've got some wonderful people. It's like
we're going to figure out ways to match our graduates with employers, and I'm certain we'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully offer people who do very well opportunities, economic opportunities. That's also part of the plan, and it's a serious plan, and it's a high probability.
Should do that. Okay, I'll consider it for this next one.
Although most people,
because I do actually want to come out with merch.
What I do for a living is I lie on the internet
most
for
people
money.
on the platform are interested in educating themselves
way
further
too much into the product.
and have
Yeah,
their job situation.
Yeah, do we know? Are we?
Yeah, we use the colors on them because a lot of the time when you get a t-shirt, the colors are going to be muted. And especially after a few washes.